Welcome once again to our ongoing YouTube video series on restaurant law and restaurant acquisitions. My name is Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal, and in this particular YouTube video, we're going to be discussing acquiring a restaurant and bar and the specifics of staying strong and committed to the share purchase agreement or asset purchase agreement that your lawyer has drafted up for yourself. Now, the reason we talk about staying committed to that agreement and not allowing the seller to push back overtly on reducing the scope of the clauses, making it more straightforward, cleaner, and the like, is because from past legal experience and insights and knowledge and having seen so many transactions move forward, we have seen the issues that arise when people step back and agree to significant changes to the purchase agreement. And sometimes it's even minor changes to the purchase agreement and how that impacts what is coming forward with the business. Now, why do I say this? Well, first of all, you have to understand that with respect to restaurants, bars, pubs, and other businesses in the hospitality sphere, there's a lot of stuff that is not on the books. There's a lot of stuff that's not really disclosed properly. The accounting's not necessarily the best. There's a lot of issues that could be going on here and there that are not coming out in the whole process and disclosure. There's oftentimes a lot of skeletons in the closet. And there's often problems that are festering and that might arise down the road. So, do you really want to take that on? Not really. You should not be doing that unless you're getting a steal of a price. And even then, you got to be careful about it. Because you got to remember, what the seller is doing is the seller is coming to you. Well, you're coming to them, but the seller is saying to you, this is the business that we're selling to you. We've presented to you the entirety of the business. We're not hiding anything from yourself. And what you're getting is this is what you're getting. You're not getting a bunch of hidden things that you're going to surprise you down the road, going to pop out of everywhere. And you're paying us a substantial amount of money. This could be $500,000, $1 million, even several $1 million for the particular restaurant or bar. And you're taking it on. And even though the purchase agreement might of itself not be sufficient to protect you in full, it's going to offer you a lot of protections. So if you're putting up this much money and they're so assured of your coming over and taking over this business, and they've disclosed everything, obliged us everything that's taken place that could arise, then they should be more than prepared to take on this expansive, very specialized, highly particular purchase agreement that provides yourself with a lot of protections, that places a lot of conditions, requires a lot of disclosure and obligations on the part of the seller, because it is the seller that is taking on the money and stepping away entirely from this. So if they are saying they're prepared to step away and this is what you're getting, you're not getting some surprises that are going to pop out and cause you lots of grief down the road and lots of costs, potentially tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, even millions of dollars of costs going forward, or just the pure headache involved in dealing with these issues. That should not be upon you. And if it is upon you, should it not be set back against the purchase price? Shouldn't you get some type of offset? That is what you should be looking at. And that is why you really need to be firm and committed to the purchase agreement that is prepared for you by your lawyer. And understand that the reason the lawyer is putting this forward and is taking such a strong position that you maintain all these clauses and all these protections and not scale it back unless there's appropriate rationale, is that they are there to protect you and you alone. And given that how much money you're expending to take on this business, You should not be taking on surprises. You should not be taking on skeletons in the closet or hidden stuff that's going to come up later on down the road. And for that very reason, you need to stay firm and committed to your purchase agreement. There's a lot more that goes into acquiring a business, especially a restaurant or a bar or a pub or any hospitality business. However, having solid, experienced legal counsel with an appropriate purchase agreement and the other legal documentation associated with it, and staying firm and committed to it is an important step in getting the best out of this acquisition, especially given how much money you are advancing to acquire that particular business. I hope you found this particular YouTube video informative, and should you be looking for legal counsel with respect to your acquisition of a restaurant, bar, pub, or other hospitality business, please feel free to contact ourselves, because this is one of the core areas that we practice in. And we hope you all the best of success in your business pursuits. Thank you.